appreciate it.
No problem.
Thank you. I like dealing with facts more than what ifs, and you've mentioned a lot of what ifs. Have there been specific instances where open carry has caused problems in Topeka, Kansas?
I don't think most people were aware or are aware that open carry is
I've never seen.
We had the incident in Kansas Street Bridge where an individual was carrying a rifle. There's an individual here in the room who's a little walk on YouTube where he intentionally tried to create an incident, carried a video camera with him with a 45 going through Clarion Woods, but it wasn't an incident, and it's not a tough neighborhood. So I don't think most people were aware of it until tonight that we actually repealed that law.
Would Topeka be safer the day after this ordinance was passed than it is the day before? That's just a question.
I would suggest yes. Under the current law, without this ordinance, a drunk can walk in here with a gun. A drunk can walk into a bar with a gun. Loaded gun.
You can do that anyway.
And discharge, you have all those situations. If they're all wonderful, well-trained people, like concealed carry permit people, maybe it's not a problem. They concealed carry, but over 80 of them lose their licenses for ag battery, ag assault, ag robbery. They're not anybody's necessarily demand either. So there's always that potential for problems. To the extent that we can control that and not have the incidents where the officers have to engage these individuals, I think it would make it safer. Cut down on accidental discharges, cut down on heat of passion moments. I think there's a number of reasons, yes, we would be much safer if this ordinance is passed.
And no law is going to keep drunks from getting guns.
Hello.
But allow us to do something about it. Right now, we can't do anything about it.
We can't do anything about it.
I can carry, if I'm drunk and carrying a gun, that's not breaking any law anywhere.
Except for being drunk in public, probably.
Not one of my personal laws.
Public intoxication. Hello.
You mentioned that there's some legislation in front of the state legislation right now, 268 highway. I think you said it was the word is. You said that contained legislation that would ban these weapons from municipal buildings?
No, it would allow them in all municipal buildings and all government buildings other than public schools if it was. Unless there was a security guard at every door in Magnolia.
Like we have?
Yeah.
Already now.
No, I'm going to put a permit up, a little sign with the bread with the line through it. If you put that sign up, that would prohibit concealed carry persons from coming in. We have one here.
I'm sorry, it's abstracted. That legislation will not regulate municipal buildings?
It would allow, unless the city goes like right in the city hall aspect part of the building, we have a security guard, but we don't have an agronomer. So a person with a concealed carry permit to come on in, a little sign would no longer stop them at that point.
We're not talking about concealed carry.
Yes, that's what the legislation is, concealed carry.
It's only dealing with concealed carry.
Yes, sir.
So it's irrelevant all the time.
Some of the markets.
My other question, could have been answered that Alco and Archer. I don't see that. I see what that is, but you know, what if I have a price going to go ahead and I'm not necessarily going to do that for some reasons.
Some logic or what?
I just want to see the need.
Well, again, I'm responsible to advise the officers, and they're in a horrible situation. Do they stop them or do they not stop them? Do they open themselves up to civil liability or do they let somebody walk? And that's the situation that I think is the most common problem. Hopefully we'll never have a Columbine or any take situation. But we are going to have people carrying guns and also going to have to decide whether to take the chance of not doing any harm or not.
If I might, one other question. Then if the state legislation doesn't address municipal buildings, couldn't this draft that is out here be addressed to municipal buildings rather than the entire city?
Hello.
Well, that's two things. It does address, if you look at subsection 2, it does address municipal buildings. Then also subsection 1 talks about open carry and public carry.
I'm worried about public city buildings right now. Why don't we just address the city buildings?
Well, if that's the only concern the council has, the policy decision for you to make. The same concerns apply to, again, drunks carrying shotguns into bars During the city council meeting, and that's why it was proposed to be citywide. And the state legislature and the Supreme Court have said that it's appropriate and lawful to go ahead and regulate open carry throughout the city.
You cover a lot of information. It helps me to get it simplified if that's possible. And if I can, without putting words in your mouth, if I can simplify it for myself, please tell me if I've got this right. Basically, the city of Topeka had prohibited open carry for a long, long, long time. And then in 2007, through an oversight apparently, not purposefully, the city vacated an ordinance and as a result got rid of that. And your proposal is just to put it back the way it was for years?
Pretty much. The legislature stepped in between and restricted what the city can do. And so this is actually narrower than what we had from 81 till 2007. So
Yeah,
not
what
quite
do you
exactly.
mean? Less prohibitions? Or
Less
more?
prohibitions.
Okay. So you're bringing back something that's slightly more permissive than we had for years. And one of the reasons it might not be any different tomorrow than it were the day after we passed it is because nobody realized that we had taken it off the books.
I think that's correct.
It looks like they make a distinction.
Yeah, nobody noticed.
Between the open carrying of private firearms on property open to the public versus the prohibition against carrying any firearms, arguably loaded or unloaded, into city buildings. Is that an intentional differentiation?
That is, and that's because the statute setting out the restrictions made that same distinction.
Okay. Okay. And as far as what is open to the public, is that, I guess I walk down the street, that's open to the public, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
If I walk into a retail establishment, that's open to the public. I'm just trying to think why that would cover. It wouldn't cover my home.
No. I would suspect it wouldn't cover a business that's closed to the public, to a manufacturing facility, for instance.
Yeah, because otherwise, then I have to park my car. That's
Um,
not open to the public, is it?
No, but again, there is already the existing UPOC 10.15 that says you can't, unless you're a concealed carry permit holder, you can't carry a gun in a vehicle unless it's unloaded in any case.
Okay. Very good, thank you. Other questions?
Bring that too, huh?
Seeing none, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Chief, did you want to be heard on this issue?
Only very briefly. This is not about gun ownership. This is not about concealed carry. This is not about possessing a firearm in your home or in your business. It's none of those things. I'm a supporter of all of those things. This is about the unregulated carry of firearms in Topeka, loaded firearms in Topeka. Unregulated carry. Absolutely no regulation on it at all.
You mean the American way?
This was repealed, in my opinion, by accident. I can tell you exactly how it came to my attention. It came to my attention from citizens who brought it to my attention. We checked after we had the citizens inquiry. It determined that we don't have a law. We determined how did that happen. It was repealed, as Kyle has explained. Was that done intentionally or accidentally? It appears to us it was done accidentally. When the city opted to follow the UPOC code of the state, when the UPOC code of the state changed, that meant Topeka's ordinance changed as well, which inadvertently made us become an open carry, unregulated city.
American city?
My only reason for stepping up here this evening is let's not do this